Okay, hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you for attending our webinar today on Level Up Your Customer Engagement Experiences with AWS and VBusiness. So, this is Cristal Hernandez, Marketing Manager from VBusiness, and I will be your host for today's session. So, we hope everyone already had their breakfast and wherever you are. So, kung work from home pa po tayo or in a hybrid or skeletal setup, we hope that you're safe and comfortable on your own offices or work from home setups. So we have a really exciting session for all of you, and we want this webinar to be interactive. So before we start, let me run you through with the housekeeping rules of our session for today. So please type in your questions that you can see on your panel right now. So you can see it on the question tab. So feel free to write any questions for our speakers. We will have our live Q&A by the end of the session. Okay, so next. So raise your hand. So we opt to raise your hands if ever that you have complex questions or if you want us to unmute you. So feel free to raise your hands. Okay. And the next. So before we start and introduce our speakers for today, so let's have a quick poll time. We want to know you and your role better. So let me just launch our quick poll for today. And I hope you can hear me well. So if you can test out the chat or question box, just type in your name or from what company are you from. Okay, for our first poll. So what best explains your current role? So are you in the business side? Are you a sales or on marketing? Are you a technical or a C-level decision maker? Or if others, please state it on the chat box. Okay, so we see answers coming in. So it's a combination actually. So what we're seeing right now, it's a mix of both business and others. So for those who are others, can you please type it out on the question box just to test out the function? We're seeing answers. So we also have students. Okay, it's interesting. So let's just give another 10 seconds for those who haven't answered yet. So we want to know you and your role better. Okay, 61% voted. So let's just hope for another 10% votes to come in. We will close the poll in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so let me just quickly manage the poll. Okay, so I hope you can see my screen. 29% actually is on business side, 29 is also on technical, and 29% on the other side. So we hope this session will be an interactive session. And yes, so we've seen on the comments that there are some on the business decision makers. So we hope that this session will be insightful to each and every one. Okay. So let me now introduce our first speaker for today. So she is an experienced sales in handling teams and handling accounts and projects related to business operations and automation process and application development also for both website and mobile. Our cloud management and account manager for business operations, Ms. Junilyn Bartolata. Hi, Ms. Junie. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I hope that everyone hears me well. Okay, so again, good morning. My name is Junilyn Bartilata. So I'm your first presenter, and today my presentation is recorded so that we can lesser our technical difficulty. So I encourage everyone to adjust your volume for better listening, and I will also turn off my webcam to save the bandwidth. And after all the presentations are done, we will be back for the live Q&A. So back to you, Ma'am Stal.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Junie. So this is actually a recording session, and I'll be playing it right now. So I hope everyone enjoys this part. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Junilyn Bartilata, Account Manager from VBusiness Software and Solutions Inc. So today, we're going to discuss how we can level up your customer engagement experience. But first, let's talk about our agenda. So first is why personalization is a must. Second, what is Amazon Pinpoint and its benefit? What are the use cases of AWS Pinpoint? Points to consider with Amazon Pinpoint, and of course, the business overview and services. So why personalization is a must for a great customer experience. So, as we all know, there has never been a time when customer experience was more important than it is today. We know that everybody likes to be recognized as a person with unique traits, desire, needs, and experiences. We all appreciate when someone remember our name and our choices. So consumer feels the same way. And they appreciate it when a person or a business recognize them and caters to them personally, meaning personalization improves the customer's experience and it helps drive the sales and increase customer loyalty. So, here are the things that you can do to personalize the customer experience with your business. First, it's all about the customer journey. So, customer journey is all the intersection points that a customer has with your business. So, from the first time they search your business or your company, visit your corporate website, review your product and services, adding your product to their shopping cart, place order, receive their parcel, including including transactions such as email, text, call, or even newsletters and um, other correspondence like review and follow-up questions with your customer service. All of those are called intersection point. So by looking closely at the intersection point, we are able to create a history for each customer so we can determine future buying trends, make relevant suggestions and recommendations, and personalize the experience for your customer. So all of which has the effect of improving the customer experience. And of course, those intersection points also expose pain points that the customer has experiencing on their journey in in your business. So these provide the opportunity to make improvements and adjustment for your customers and of course for your business. Okay. Second is segmentation was then, microsegment microsegmentation is now. So segmentation is used to be enough to deliver a personalized experience that customer appreciated. So before, okay, if a customer bought a t-shirt with their favorite sports team logo decorated on the back of their t-shirt and later receive an email from that company that showed them various items with sports team, the customer was satisfied. But now, however, that email should display the t-shirt that are decorated with that customer's favorite sports team logo. So the customer no longer want to be treated as a group of people with similar um likes, okay? So they want to be treated as an individual with the specific likes and dislike. So this is an example of micro segmentation, and this is what the customer are expecting now. Third is relevance is everything. So research from Gartner survey, no, on marketing personalization, it indicates that brands stand to lose 38% of their customer due to what? To poor personalization. So customers are not interested in receiving recommendations that are relevant to people similar to themselves. They want to receive recommendations that are relevant to them personally. So for example, Amazon doesn't show them product that people like themselves would be interested, but rather they show the customers product that are unique to their purchase and browsing history. And those customers are likely to visit the product page for those products that have been suggested to them and actually purchase the product that has been shown to them. So Amazon recognizes the customer name when they visit Amazon homepage and also provides the customer with instant access to the recent purchases and showcase products that are likely to interest them personally. So because of that high level of reliability and personalization they offer, Amazon and other tech giants have raised consumer expectation very high. So customers have used these services extensively during the COVID-19 pandemic, and they have come to expect the same level of personalization from all the brands they do business with. Okay, so that's the relevance. Okay, so fourth, there can be no personalization without quality data. So, as we all know, consumers are very concerned about privacy and potential loss of personal data. But fortunately, a recent report from Formation.ai entitled Brand Loyalty 2020, The Need for Hyper Individualization, showed that 81% of the 2,000 consumers that they were polled said that they are willing to provide basic personal information in exchange for more personalized experience. So from that group, 28% said they are extremely willing to provide that information. Okay, so their personal data, however, is not free. So customers expect their data to be used to deliver a top-notch personalized experience from any business they have provided their information. And 83% of consumers are more willing to share their data if the business they are sharing it is transparent about how they will use their personal data. So in this age, data privacy, people do not mind sharing their personal information, but only they have agreed to do or voluntarily give their information to that business, and only if they know how it is going to be used. Fifth, leverage artificial intelligence. So to have effective personalization, AI is a must, okay, for a real-time decision and advanced real-time personalization. So AI will also require marketers to embrace machine learning, okay, to tap into on-the-fly insight that becomes trigger for contextually relevant communication. So orchestrating the engagement of the customer is not easy feat. So this is for effective real-time decisioning or RTD comms, which must yield a synchronous experience across all channels that business use. Okay? So when we say real-time decisioning, it refers to the ability to make a decision based on the most up-to-date data that is available. So not data from 30 minutes ago, but the data from the current interactions with the business. So AI has also been used to develop intelligent chatbot that can enhance the experience of the customer when they do transaction with your website. Okay, lastly, omni-channel personalization. So it goes with the email, text, phone, web, and in-store. So the goal for omni-channel personalization is to create consistent relationship with the customer anytime they have an interaction with your business. So omni-channel personalization use data from all channels. So including your in-store interaction, social presence, phone calls, mobile applications, website, emails, and it also extends the experience across every touch point between customer and your business. So in conclusion, with regards why personalization is a must for a great customer experience, okay, as we all know, before personalization is used to be a nice option for marketing. But today, it is a requirement for creating a positive customer experience. So by micro-segmenting customer, providing them with highly relevant content, using omni-channel data and leveraging AI, business can create positive personalized journey for their customer. In an effective personalization strategy, enriches the customer experience, leading to greater customer satisfaction, increased revenue, and long-term loyalty. Next is what is Amazon Pinpoint and benefit. So Amazon Pinpoint is a flexible and scalable outbound and inbound marketing communication service. You can connect with customer over channels like emails, SMS, push notification, voice, or in-app messaging. So Amazon Pinpoint is easy to set up, easy to use, and highly flexible for all marketing communication scenario. And Amazon Pinpoint can help you segment your campaign audience for the right customer and personalize your message with the right content. Delivery and campaign metrics in Amazon Pinpoint measures the success of your communication. So here are the benefits of Amazon Pinpoint. First, get started quickly. Whether you are a marketer or a developer, Amazon Pinpoint is flexible for marketing, bulk or transactional communication use cases. So for example, marketers can design, orchestrate, and run campaigns visually through the console, while the developers can leverage the Amazon Pinpoint APIs for message sending, scheduling campaigns, or track web and mobile activities. Send across channels like email, SMS, or push notification. Second benefit is segment and personalize for impact. So, segment your audience for the right group of customers based on existing customer list, attributes, or use Amazon Pinpoint to create segment from your mobile and web application data. You can personalize the right message content to engage and delight your customer using both static and dynamic attributes. So marketer can also visualize or visually create a customer journey that automates multi-step campaign. Third is measure your efficiency. So from message delivery result to campaign data like open and clicks, use metrics to understand the success of your communication. So Amazon Pinpoint updates your customer list with the results to reflect from learning for the next campaign. So view the campaign metrics natively in the Amazon Pinpoint reports or stream data to nearly any destination. And lastly, scale securely with the experts. So based on the scale of the security of Amazon, Amazon Pinpoint provides a reliable customer experience that can grow with you. And also Amazon has a relationship with the top email providers, telecoms, and spam advisories to ensure the highest customer delivery rates. Next is the use cases with Amazon Pinpoint. So we have marketing messages. You can promote your product and services with basic template of highly personalized messages, including special offers, newsletters, and other engagement content. You can use Amazon Pinpoint to create targeted groups of customer and then send them campaign-based messages. You can also design multi-step journey for a complete customer experience with custom channels such as emails, SMS, or push notification. Second is transactional messages. So you can send immediate trigger-based customer communication across channels directly from your application, such as purchase confirmation, one-time password, or shipping notification. So with SMS, you can receive message back from your customer. Third is bulk communication. So send message to communities of millions, including notifications and announcement. So after you send your message, use a built-in analytics of Amazon Pinpoint to understand how your outreach impacted your business goal. Next is AWS Customer Engagement Services. So we have Amazon Connect. So it is easy to use omni-channel cloud contact center that helps you provide superior customer service at a lower cost. Second is Amazon Pinpoint. So this is the multi-channel marketing communication and analytics. And lastly, Amazon Simple Email Services, or as we all know, SES. So it is a cost-effective, highly flexible, and scalable email service that enables developer to send email from within any application. So you can configure Amazon ECS quickly to support several email use cases, so including transactional, marketing, or mass email communications. Next is use case with customer engagement solutions of AWS or Amazon Web Services. First, attract customer. With targeting and analytics, you can send the right customer the right message at the right time. So aggregate, visualize, and customize trends on purchase and behavioral activity, engagement preference, and more. Second is convert customer. You can send and receive marketing notification and transaction emails in reliable, cost-effective way while maintaining good reputation, ensuring that your message reach your customer inboxes. And last, retain customers. You can send on-demand message to specific recipient, whether an automated receipt or a requested password directly from your mobile and web application through SMS, push notification, and voice channel. So here are the points to consider for AWS Pinpoint. First, we need to identify what do you currently use for your email marketing tools. So are you using um, email blasting? Are you using other tools in sending your um, newsletters to your customers? So we need to identify what are those. Second, what is your current challenges in your current email marketing tools? Challenge in identifying if your newsletters or your emails received by your customer. So third is what would be your use case in using Pinpoint? Is it for marketing or is it more on transactional? And fourth is how many recipients are you targeting per month? Are you targeting per day, per week? So why we need to know that? We need to identify those because it will impact your cost. And of course, it will need to be identified so that we can allocate correct resources for your campaigns. So next is how many campaigns are you expecting to release per month? Do you have schedules? So we also need to identify that so that we can um, tailor fit your campaign release per month. So next is what reports do you want to get? Is it more on reads, clicks, or any related factors, reports that you want to get from from your email marketing tools? And lastly, do you want us, the business, to provide managed service for your AWS Pinpoint? So we can also provide that service to your company. So those are the points to consider in AWS Pinpoint. Next is about VBusiness solutions and overview. So here are the some of our solutions that that we provide to our customer. We have cloud consulting. It includes cloud architecture design, infrastructure, and application assessment. We have cloud security. It includes server hardening, VPN setup, and data privacy compliance. We also provide migration and deployment service, assessment, planning, migrate, and optimize. We also have managed service, cloud infrastructure management, cloud security management, billing and cost optimization, and application management. We also have onboard DevOps certified. We also provide migration service for Windows, SAP, and VMware. And of course, we have dedicated and shared hosting facility, backup and storage, providing archiving, disaster recovery, and file storage. We also cater end user computing such as workspace, upstream, and workdocs. And of course, Amazon Pinpoint and containers and serverless. So these are the business service offering. So introducing our new solution, Cloud Ops Made Easy. Because we only want the best for your cloud journey, we will provide only the best tool and the only cloud management platform built specifically for AWS and aligned directly with AWS well-architected framework. Here are the benefits of Cloud Ops Made Easy. First, fast and secure, easy to set up SaaS platform. So no agent need to install, just require internet access and the ID password to access this system. Second, have a complete understanding of your cloud resources, helping you understand your cloud consumption and how to optimize it. Third, showcase complete analysis of your workload, challenges, and observations within your environment, finding to quickly fix those items and mitigate risk. And lastly, be focused on the business side and let us be your SI partner. Let VBusiness be your trusted advisor as we help you turn your business pain into gains. So why VBusiness. So VBusiness is a born in the cloud company focused on delivering smarter innovation in the market powered by AWS. So we help customer build and start their cloud journey to leverage the advantages of cloud and to automate their business operation from day one of their journey and beyond. Again, thank you. And if you have any questions or clarification, feel free to chat on our chat box. So thank you, Miss Crystal. Back to you.
Oo.
All right. So that's Miss Junie's presentation for leveling up your customer engagement experiences. So we hope everyone is enlightened on how we business can help us with our marketing campaigns to be more personalized. Okay. So before we move to our next presentation, so let me just quickly run through a short poll.
Ayan. Mga
Okay.
binigay niyo.
Hindi kaya ito yun.
So let me launch this poll.
Ginamit ko, hindi gumana eh. Ay, sorry.
Okay, so are you using an email marketing tool right now for your organization or for your business? So just click yes or no. Okay, so if you're answering yes, can you please type in on the question box what email marketing tool are you using right now? Okay, so answers are coming in. It's actually right now half of both. So let's wait for the others to answer. Okay, so 53% had voted. Let's just wait for about 70% votes to come in. All right, majority are answering no right now. Okay, so maybe around 5 more seconds for you to answer. So let's close the poll in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so we can see right now the answers. So most of the attendees are actually not using an email marketing tool. So we hope that what Miss Junie presented earlier can be of help to us on how we can leverage and maximize Amazon Pinpoint with our businesses. So after Miss Junie's presentation, so later I'll be showing our next presenter and he'll be showing the demo for Amazon Pinpoint. Okay, so thank you so much for all the answers. So moving on, so let me now present to you our next speaker. So he is an Amazon Cloud certified practitioner and also a DevOps engineer from VBusiness. So let's all welcome Mr. Jonathan Valete. Hi, Sir Jonathan. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, everyone. So I'm Mr. Jonathan Valete, and my presentation will be focusing on how are you going to use an Amazon Pinpoint. Okay. So if you have any question, you can press the chat link, okay, and hopefully we can help you. And thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sir Jonathan. So again, before we have our second presentation, if you have any questions to our speakers, please type it out on the question box. So we will have our live Q&A after this demonstration. So I'll just play the video now. Thank you, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. So I'm Mr. Jonathan Valete, and I am one of the DevOps engineer here at VBusiness. Okay. So now we're going to have a further discussion about the customer engagement. So how we can level it up to engage our client. Okay. So here is my agenda. Digital user engagement. Okay. So what is the Amazon Pinpoint benefits? Walk through presentation and use case of AWS Pinpoint. So in number two, we can have, or I will gonna discuss the client side or the user side of Pinpoint. Okay, so let's start on the number one, digital user engagement. So nowadays, so digital or the technology is very demand. Okay, so in our business, So how we can have a very good conversation on our client. Okay, so through conversation we can reach out our users or the client. Okay, so we can use the SMS messaging, text messaging, email, okay, or voice call. Okay, so those are the tools that we can use to provide a very good conversation. Okay, so next is the audience. So in audience are the target. Okay, so who are the viewer? For example, you're planning to have an ads. Okay, so who are the targets of your ads? Okay, and then time and place. What are you going to use on this tool? So time and place. So time, for example, you have an event. Okay, so in event, what kind of channel you're going to use? So that's the place. Okay, so what channel are you going to use to engage to the customer, or what are the platform that we're going to use to engage your customer? Okay, so for example, uh, email. Okay, so email channel. So through email, for example, you will have an event. You're going to have a email blast. Okay, or campaign. So that are the three category on how to have a useful, or how to level up, or to enhance our engagement to our customer. So next, pinpoint. So just like what I've said, so here this is the definitions, so the other terminologies on pinpoint. Okay, so on the user side or the developer side, so what pinpoints provide to the users. Okay, so Amazon Pinpoint offers developers a single API layer. So for example, we can have an or we can have an API call through or using a pinpoint. Okay, so we can integrate our application using API, CLA support, client-side SDK support to extend application communication channels with the user. The eligible channels include email, SMS text messaging, mobile push notification, and custom channel. So those are the major channels that we can use on Pinpoint. Okay. Amazon Pinpoint also provides an analytics. So it has a system that tracks application user behavior to have a useful user engagement. Next, Amazon Pinpoint also helps developer and user addresses multiple messaging use cases. So for example, it is a direct messaging or transactional messaging, targeted or campaign messaging, event-based messaging. So here on direct or transactional messaging, so Pinpoint has a two types of messaging. So one is the promotional and the transactional. Okay, and also it has a targeted or campaign messaging. So in targeted and or campaign messaging, you can specify who are the users, or who are the clients that you need to reach out. Okay, or event-based messaging. So it is based on the, for example, one of the user of your application sign up. So for example, um, you can create an event that you can sign or you can send an email to the users that sign up to your web application. Next, so now we have a walkthrough presentations. So let's start on this. Okay, right now we are here on the AWS platform. So specifically on AWS Pinpoint console. Okay, so here we can see the project, all the projects, sample projects. Then we can create new. Okay, so just click create project, then pinpoint presentation. Great. After creating that, you need to configure your your project, but you can skip it if you want. So right now I'm going to skip this because I will already have a configurations. Okay. So but on that side, on enabling the different channels, you can go on the settings here and email. Okay, so you can see the email is not enabled, SMS and push notification. You can also enable it. Okay, so by clicking edit, okay, and then enable. After clicking that, you can select the default or verified email address, because if you don't have any email address, verified email address, you can't select or you can't send. Okay, and also you have to verify also a domain. You can verify the domain, because if there's a case that you have hundreds of email, okay, you need to verify that one by one. So to make it quick, you can add a domain, verify your domain. Okay, so you can send those emails from your domain on that domain. Okay, so for now I'm just going to use the existing email address that I've already created. Okay, so I think, okay, so this one. So you can customize the name, standard name. So example, instead of showing email my email address, you can customize it by using this option. Then okay, save, and now we're able na tayo. Okay, then we can go to segment, okay, and create segment. So right now we can't see anything in analytics because we don't have any um, previous activities in this project. Okay, so create segment. So in the segment, you can define who is your uh, target. Okay, the prospect of your messaging. or your blasting example. So create segment. So you can build and you can import. So now, for example, on creating a build segment, you can name it, but avoid using space. You can use underscore or dash. Then base segment, so include all audience, and you can also add criteria. So this criteria is about on the attributes that need to fill out, okay, on that particular event. Okay, for example, you can choose the attribute of platform, app version, make, okay, all. So to make you, for example, I have here an example CSV file, this one, for example, this one. Okay, so we have a channel type, and these are the attributes of the targeted or segment that I'm going to use. So email, okay, so the address, the number, the name. So this one is the first name attributes and the last name attributes. Okay. Then you're going to save that on CSV file. You can choose to upload it on from your computer, okay, or you can just upload it using S3 bucket. Okay, so this one, this is sample. Okay, so but I'm going to back here, create a segment. So I'm just going to import my segment. I've already have a segment imported on the AWS S3. So for example, this one. Okay. Copy, paste it. The name is email blast, for example. Email blast. Okay. So in creating a default, you can choose automatic create role for this segment, and you can choose an existing role. Okay. Then CSV file, create segment. It's already created. Refresh. Okay. It's already created. Now you can start creating campaign. So in campaign, you can select an event, okay, or what type of campaign are you going to use. So email blast, standard email. This is the place, okay, the channel segment. So blast and next. Okay, you can create or you can choose a template. So in on that, you can create or you can click this message template here. You can create and you can edit. So in creating templates, you just need to select what type of channels that you're going to use. Then template name, okay, then subject, for example, greetings. Then here you can select an attribute finder. So this is based on the segment that you've used you've been created. So custom. So I have here um, this one first name. So I can load that. Okay, and you can choose the view. So you can, if you have an HTML file format of your templates, you can copy and paste it right here, or you can choose the design to customize your email. Okay, so for example, I then followed by the last name or first name. So for example, first name, then welcome. So it is just a greetings. Then you can save. Great. So this is the sample output of your template. So, but right now, back here, so, and also you can edit your templates. So for example, I'm going to edit this one. So edit, so to edit this one. Okay. Then update version, update version. That's it. It's already updated. And back. Okay, so right now we can choose the template that we're going to use on this email. So choose template, portfolio. This is the one that we have edited. Okay, then preview. So here you can select the email address that you need to or you're going to use as a sender. Okay, so this one. Then you can send it as email. Okay, before sending it. Okay, or before launching your segment or your campaigns. So you can select email blast. Okay, so for example, then send message. Okay, so said that already sent. Then now we can proceed to next. So here we can see the schedule of the launching of your campaign. So immediately, once, hourly, daily, weekly, or monthly. So for now, we're going to use the immediately and using the time zone, okay, or local zone. Then next, then review. So type standard campaign. 5 entries from the segment that we've imported. Lunch. And that's it. So refresh, receive, we can check it. Okay, metrics, refresh. So we can okay here. So check this one. Okay, so it's already sent it. Already sent the email 4 minutes ago. Okay, same here. So that is the one of the usage of segment and campaigns. So in analytics, have here campaign metrics. So as you can see, the active targetable endpoints. So on the 5 segments that we have uploaded, 3 is the email and SMS is 2. Okay. So email blast, campaign analytics, and we just need to refresh. So in my previous project, we have this one, for example. So in analytics, you can see, you can monitor different statistics here. Okay. So you can use this. It is very useful on monitoring your event or your campaigns. Okay. So now we can check the other use cases, okay, that we're going to test. Okay, so check this one. So here you can use AWS Pinpoint. In Pinpoint, there's a lot of tutorials or documentations that you can use as reference for your cases or your use case. So here, just type your services and the features, so we can check the blogs, the use cases that we can use. So here I have here is the abandon. Yes, yes, here. we're going to test this one. So in this scenario or in these cases, so the pinpoint has the event triggered on the journey. Okay, so here, so once the user sign up on the email or the web, sign up and log in to the email, so you can check out some products. Okay, you can add to cart, and then pinpoint is going to be triggered by API calls, then going to send notifications on your email to follow up, okay, for your transactions. Okay, so here, these are the different guide that you can use. Okay, so right here, you can start this one. I have already used this. Okay, so these are the button. So I used the services amplify, okay, and Node.js for this application. So here we have an attributes for email, okay, for categorizing an event. Okay, so it's already start. I think it's already running. So here, here's the applications. So first, you need to log in. So I think okay. So okay, so that's it. So we're going to create a new one. Okay, so create account. So for example, yeah, yeah, sorry, email address, phone number. So string. Okay, okay, sorry. 987 854. Okay, create account. Okay, so here need to confirm the email address. So you can send on this one. So 994535 then confirm. Okay, so let's wait. Right now we're going to create an event or journey for these applications that um, if the client can add, then add to cart, then sending out, the pinpoint will going to be triggered by the API call, and then send an email address for that client. Okay, So now segment, sorry, segment, so project. Here, this one. So this one is the I already created this one for journey. It doesn't have a journey, then a segment. Okay. Then okay, create a segment. So this segment is based from okay. So add the card, or you can change. Okay. Then any audience, so you can all or any. So in criteria, you can have attributes. So you can see cart or purchased. Okay. So here you can select a purchase or cart, and the purchase one. This one is okay. So meaning the client did not purchase the item. Okay. So for example, we have here signing, add to cart, and check out. Okay. So the meaning the client buy the product. So, so let's check the value of this one. So refresh tayo. Segment, the value is okay. So after refreshing it, so add to cart, add to cart. Okay, then any audience criteria. So as you can see there, already one endpoint here. Then purchase operator is, so yes. Okay, so here going to select this one, and then create segment, understand. Okay, so after creating a segment, we're going to create journey. Okay, so in journey, so with journey you can create fully automated workflow that send message to your customer based on their attributes and behavior. So the difference between this the campaign and the journey. In journey, you can attach it on the application. Okay, so using an API integration, API calls, you can create a journey, or you can automatically receive the data coming from the application. Okay, so create a journey. Okay, so in this journey, we're going to set this based on the use case. So if the client did not buy or purchase an item, so the email we're gonna send to the client reminding them to purchase the product. Event, so event, then add to cart, add to cart event. Okay, save. Going to use split, so it's just like if statement. Okay, so if the client did not, so if the client purchase, so it ends, and if the client did not purchase, so going to send an email. Okay, see, then no, if no, send an email. Choose a template, so this one, then save. Okay, so let me check first the email address that identify. Okay, so it's verified. Then okay, so review X, review, publish, wait. Okay, waiting for 5 minutes. Okay, so after waiting several minutes, so it is lunch. Okay, so let's try to test it. Okay, okay, so after minute, so we're logged on. So let's try if this is going to send notifications or email. Sign out. So after adding to cart, going to sign out. Then let's check if the metrics journey will receive an event pertaining on that event. So as you can see, we have one entry. So flow here. So and entering on this conditional statement. Then if yes, exit, and no. So it shows that the client did not purchase. Okay, and the client just add to cart the product. Okay, then as you can see here, so one entries per endpoint. Then execution metrics shows the execution metrics include the data about the number of participants who entered into the journey. So meaning we have one here. Then in the engagement metric, okay, one activities. So the email was not sending right now. So it takes time. Okay, depending on the locations. Okay, so let's see here. So as you can see, there's an email here. So follow up. Okay. So here is the latest following up for the products. So this is the use case for adding a product into a cart, but the client did not purchase the item. Okay, so that's it for this journey. Okay, so if you have a questions regarding on the support, the the API supports on Pinpoint, okay, on the product, you can check out the documentations here. Okay, you can search for API compatibility of Amazon Pinpoint. Here you can see different scenario and cases based on the usage. Okay, so that's all for this presentation. So just a review for our presentation. We've talked about the use case of Pinpoint. Okay, so segmented campaign, segmented journey. Okay, creating a project. So analytics, how it works. Okay, so as you can see on the analytics, you can review the different activities on your project. So let's check here. Just select, for example, here this one. This one. We have the campaigns here. Here. So it shows the message delivered, okay, delivery rate, email open rate, okay, and then endpoint deliveries. So check the other one, this one. So here with gaming activity here. So, so we have total attempt, total delivered. So delivery rate is 100%, email open rate 100%. So based on this analytics, you can decide. Okay, so what will you going to do? Okay, depending on the case scenario, okay, on your organizations. So for me, if you have any questions, so you can email us on our email address. So thank you and God bless.
Okay, so that's Sir Jonathan's presentation on Amazon Pinpoint and SES demo. So we hope everyone is enlightened on how easy it is to use Amazon Pinpoint, not just for developers, but also for marketers. Okay, so we will now move forward to our live Q&A. So let me just share again my screen. All right. Okay, so now let's call back again on stage our speakers for today, Miss Junilyn Bartolata and Mr. Jonathan Valete. So let's now open our cams again. Hi, good morning.
Everyone.
Okay, so I think we're complete now. So we have received questions from you, our attendees. So for those who haven't typed in their questions yet, feel free to type it out right now. So our speakers will answer it real time. Okay, so let me now open the question box and see the questions from our attendees. Okay, so first question is from Mr. Arthur Dumanayos. So his question is Amazon Pinpoint free for a certain number of inbound and outbound messages? So Miss Junie, can you please answer this question?
Thank you, Miss Tal, and thank you, Sir Arthur. For Amazon Pinpoint, there's a base price for every channels that we're going to use and your monthly targeted audience. So there's a combination between that. But if we don't meet the baseline, there's only a minimal charges, or most probably there's no charges at all, because um, later we're gonna share the link of the pricing for Amazon Pinpoint, so you can browse what are the baseline. So usually there's only a minimal. So actually, it's like 0.001 per email outbound. So there's only minimal. So you can only charge, for example, if you have 55,000 sample 55,000 application outbound target user, and then you own the first 5,000 will not be charged, but the remaining 50 will only be charged. I think there's a computation for that specific example. You can review the link that we're going to share, but the answer is there's a free if you don't reach the baseline limit. So you're not going to be charged. But um, of course, we need to remember that everything that we use on the service of Amazon, there's a specific baseline that will occur charges. And so thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Junie. So let's take note of that. So there's a baseline for every solution that you're going to purchase or subscribe on with AWS. So thank you for that answer, Miss Junie. So before we move to our next question, just a reminder for everyone that we have also handouts that is available for each and every one of you. So you can download the handouts and check other solutions of VBusiness that is available for each and everyone. Okay, so moving on to our next question. So the question is, if I use another campaign management service, how does Amazon Pinpoint help me? So Sir Jonathan, can you answer this one?
Okay, so Amazon Pinpoint provides analytic, okay, analytic features that you can integrate with the other applications. So even though you use another metric services, so you can link to the with the use of Pinpoint. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Sir Jonathan. So I think Miss Junie has another inputs for the question earlier. Miss Junie?
Yes, so if you're interested to discover more about the Amazon Pinpoint, you can just contact us or leave your contact. I think we have your contact information. Just chat us, leave your message on our chat box so that one of our sales agent or even I can contact you directly and we can talk about more about this AWS Pinpoint and how we can help you leverage this tool for your business. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Miss Junie. And also, Miss Queen have sent on the chat box the pricing sample for Amazon Pinpoint. So you can check out the link and then see the sample pricing for Amazon Pinpoint. Okay, so again, apologies if we are running over time. So I hope everyone is enlightened with the session today and how easy it is to use Amazon Pinpoint, especially for marketers. So we're down now to the last question. So the last question here is, how can developers use Amazon Pinpoint? Okay, Sir Jonathan.
So the developer can use Amazon Pinpoint by using API integration with your applications. So it is Amazon provides the support for different kind of languages that will match with your applications. For example, it has Node.js, PHP, okay, and a lot of supporting languages. And also, it provides a solutions for different infrastructure. That's it.
Okay, thank you, Sir Jonathan. So I think that's the last question. Or if anyone has more questions or further clarifications, feel free to reach out to us. So I'll be presenting now on screen our email address. So you can send an email to marketing@vbusiness.ph if you want to schedule a one-on-one free appointment with us so that we can learn more about your requirement. Okay, so again, apologies if we run over time. So for everyone, may we remind that we have a feedback form after this session. So it will pop up after you leave the webinar. So your feedback is very important, and we hope that you can also send suggestions for our next events or webinar sessions. Okay, so I hope everyone enjoyed this session. That's all for today. Thank you so much for your time and have a great day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone.